You know, Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
Well, I think the ability to find contributions from the entirety of your roster, that's showing up more and more. And teams that win championships, Kevin, yes, they have stars or multiple stars, but it's high-level role players that can go out and perform in the biggest moments and make those kind of contributions during a long 2-month postseason playoff run to finally get to the top of the mountain. That's where championship teams, that's why they call them teams, that's what they're made of.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The Nuggets on offense. Murray surveying the D. Shoots. Offensive rebound.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Jokic against Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Denver passing it around. Porter controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Outside Leonard. Zubac in the post. He's against Jokic. Zubac the pass to Leonard. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Well, it's the range that Jamal Murray has that's really impressive.
And Gordon over to help. Zubac against Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers again turning it over.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. Coming off a terrific season. 9th in three-point field goal percentage, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from 3 last year, top 10 in the league, he's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going. Now here's Murray. Jokic inside. Zubac defending. Porter, no luck. And at the time, Murray's 20 points per game were the most ever by a Kentucky freshman.
How about that? And then he comes into the league and shows you that he's got the kind of confidence where he's going to take a shot off the dribble, get around the pick, read a defender going underneath, and just start to pile up points in a hurry. And some of those have come at some of the biggest moments in the playoffs.
Now, here's Jokic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Leonard against Porter. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Jokic has got 6.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Zubac in the post. He's against Jokic. Jackson finds George. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
Jackson against Murray. Outside Porter. And Denver again with the bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Clippers trail by 5. Jackson passes to Leonard. To the inside, Zubac. That shot off, and it's Denver the other way. Pass to Porter. Porter double team. For three, Murray sinks the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
George up top. He's covered by Murray. Releases. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Denver. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Stolen by George. Porter against Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Murray. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's Denver with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wings. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 10. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And here is Murray. Out to the wing. Here's Jokic. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that jumper from Jokic in the mid-range, he's so set in there. It looks awkward, but the results are good.
Defended by Gordon. Outside Leonard. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Denver the other way. It's deflected. Gordon finds Porter. Back to Gordon. Let's go. They grab their own miss. Jokic passes to Gordon. Feeds to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Murray, no good. Clippers trail by 8.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Murray. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's Jokic with the rebound. And as a prep, Murray formed a duo with Thon Maker to defeat some top American schools.
And Murray blew up in some of the showcases. 5-star recruit, top 10 pick. Canada producing yet another exceptional talent. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talk about is consistency. And that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
A 2, good.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Murray against Bledsoe. It's stolen. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Baseline jumper. A shot by Batum, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
They double him with Barton. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. And the pass to Batum, outside for Bledsoe. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
To the middle. Now here's Porter. Defense right on him. Barton, no luck. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Mann, guarded by Porter. Mann passes to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Over Murray. That one a little long. The Nuggets leading by 12. Three-pointer. They get it back. Jokic pass to Barton. Porter with it. For 3, Murray hits it from three-point range. Murray's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nuggets.
Murray can score without dominating the ball, and that time off the catch and shoot.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 15 going into the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and
with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Baseline J on the way. The rebound by Jeff Green.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Right side, Green. Passes it to Najee. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Well, this will always be a part of Serge's game. Rim protection on the inside. That's nasty.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 15-point game. Bledsoe against Morris. Bledsoe passes to Mann. Kennard on the wing. And the three ball is good. Kennard's got the first field goal the second half for Los Angeles. Morris looking over the floor. And Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively.
And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Takes the three. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Morris against Bledsoe. Now Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Morris outside. Pass to Dozier. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And now a look at Eric Bledsoe, how he performed last season. He was around 12 points per game last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
Kennard with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. No good from Bledsoe.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A nice shot by Dozier.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Kennard against Rivers. Bledsoe outside. No good with the triple. Denver leading by 13.
And you think about Austin Rivers being the 10th pick in the NBA draft and having such an illustrious high school career.
Morris with the bucket.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Morris against Bledsoe. The pass to Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers. And Brent Rivers certainly racking up the air miles over his career. He's been a valued contributor along the way.
Yeah, the journey continues for Austin Rivers, and there's nothing wrong with that, Kevin. You know, he's a guy who loves the big stage. He continues to have confidence in himself. The consistency hasn't always been there, but, man, he steps up at big moments, and teams need guys like that that are willing to put it all on the line.
1:02 left to play in the third. And Batum kicks to Kennard. Morris with the rebound. Count it.
Kind of a throwback bucket. Ibaka down on the inside, getting points off the glass.
On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Rivers. From the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. It's stolen by Morris. Rivers with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Back to Green. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Outside Leonard. And George now top of the key. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so it's Denver sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Everything's fallen into place, and we'll see if they can keep it going. Back to the action after this word. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so here's Denver. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Rivers dishes to Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers trail by 14, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Leonard draws the double. Passes it to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Jackson passes to Leonard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Murray against Jackson. Murray left side. On the wing, Porter. Gets a hand on it. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
And Jokic, I think he thought he was with his brothers, wrestling around in there and bullied his way to grab that rebound.
Jackson passes to George. Pulls up on the wing. From downtown, the Clippers rebound. Tries again. Back to Zubac. Buries it down low.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Murray outside. Barton dishes to Murray. Barton kicks to Murray. Traps in the tray.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Poked away. Porter with the steal. Martin with it. George picks him up for three. Murray, another three for Denver. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
Jackson passes to George. Back to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets leading by 20. Murray right side. Jokic trying to free himself up. Again, the miss by Murray. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Jackson against Murray. 1:43 left in the game. Stolen by Jackson. And George kicks to Jackson. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
Just 5 to shoot. Murray, the pass to Barton. Jokic kicks to Porter. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And that one's good, George.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Jokic with it, guarded now by Jackson. Outside, Porter. Down low. That's a 2 from Gordon. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Outside, George. Leonard, that's for 2. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess.
next level of superstition.
Well, we can finally say it. Hey, Dave. Well, he's got the right coach, and he is a terrific young talent. That's a pretty good match. David, thank you. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the 5 spot. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. And Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
Here's Finney-Smith to the paint. And he lays it straight in. Powell's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Mavs.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Murray kicks to Porter. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. That one misses. Gordon inside. He's against Porzingis. The offensive rebound. Porter passes to Gordon. Wide open look here for Murray. They shoot again. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, Jokic is a solid shooter from the mid-range, and he doesn't need that much space to get his shot off because of his size and high release point.
Now here's Porzingis. Back to Doncic. 5 to shoot. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Drills it from outside.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Inside. Powell kicks to Porzingis. And he banks in the layup. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But, Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Doncic against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. It's over Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me. Watching him just the 1 year in Kentucky, I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right. His feel for the game is outstanding. You know, when you look at Jamal Murray, you see so much raw potential. I mean, this is a young player who, with some effort, could, I think, become a standout player, actually already on his way to being a consensus All-Star.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. For 3, Murray. Second shot opportunity. Left side, Gordon. It's Porter outside. Buries it from 3-point range. And it's all knotted up.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down because, after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Now, here's Doncic. Hardaway for 3. They get it again. Porzingis on the follow.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Murray surveying the D. Barton outside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
And here is Doncic. Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic, no good. For Denver, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
Murray dishes to Porter. Back to Murray. Porter passes to Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Morris, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Dozier kicks to Rivers. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. For the 3, Morris, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a three-point game. Off target from outside. Doncic has gone 1 of 4 so far. Passes it to Dozier. Over Hardaway. Dozier can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here is Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Doncic against Morris. Goes up on the wing, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, in this day and age, you expect most players to drive it or shoot the 3. Luka utilizing the 15 to 20-foot range here. Good idea.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Green with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And once you've played for 10 teams in your career, Clark, there should be some type of prize for perseverance.
Yeah, I hear you on that, Kevin, and I don't disagree with you. I mean, Jeff Green has always had tremendous talent. And just because you have great all-around skills doesn't mean you want to be a star or will be a star. Some guys are better suited to being complementary players, and I think that's who Jeff Green is and how he's been most comfortable with the teams that he's played on.
Now, here's Bull. Back to Green. Misses off the right iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And finished off by Brown.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Bullock, good. The Nuggets trail by 9. On the wing, Morris. Brunson covering. To stop the run. And another miss by Denver. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Kleba with the tip, and it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Bull kicks to Dozier. To the inside. It's stolen by Brown. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Kleba. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Dozier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Bull. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
He hits the second from the line. Mavericks leading by 12. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Down kicks to Brunson. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Green doesn't go that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. And the dunk by Bull.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Here's Brunson. Gets an open look and hits. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Yeah, nice effort there in tracking down the long rebound.
And so it's Dallas enjoying a 12-point lead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. Green is out there at Bull. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Dozier in the 3 spot. Clock at 4. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Rivers can't get it to go.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
First team foul.
Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Here's Powell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Powell's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Mavs.
And Dwight Powell continuing his comeback. The ruptured Achilles back in 2020. And that injury now not the career ender it once was.
Well said, Greg. Guys come back from that because of the advances in technology and training. And a credit to Powell that he's back and looking as tough and as impactful as ever. He's a guy that kind of holds the mortar together on teams. Does a lot of the stuff that needs to be done.
Rivers against Hardaway. And Bull wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Maverick shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Pass to Finney-Smith. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Connects from 3-point range. Doncic has got 8 points.
Offensively, there's nothing Doncic can't do. I mean, consistency with the three ball being one of the few things left that he has to refine.
Here's Rivers. Green. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Pass to Finney-Smith. A 3-ball. Morris with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. From outside the arc. And they get it back. And Bol pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 13. Rivers against Hardaway. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Morris against Doncic. Dozier. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Here's Doncic. He's got 8. And there's 1:45 left in the third. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Right side Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Over in the corner, Doncic. No good on the 3.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Jokic kicks to Murray. It's good from long range. Murray's got 5.
Yeah, his court awareness and feel. Jokic is incredible in those areas. I mean, he sees the floor extremely well for a big guy.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
On the wing, Gordon. Dishes to Murray. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Down by 12. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's Kleba. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Kleba's got his first points of the night. Murray against Brunson. Murray the pass to Gordon. And a wide open look for Porter. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the...
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Hardaway on the wing along with Finney-Smith. Big men on the floor. It's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Back to Powell. Passes to Porzingis. Here's Hardaway. Back to Powell. Goes up again. Pass to Finney-Smith. He kicks it to Doncic. And he's good on the three ball. Doncic has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Dallas. Murray outside. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Murray. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Hardaway finds Powell. Doncic outside. Dallas moving the ball around. Launches it. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The Nuggets trail by 11. Murray for three. Another three for Denver.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Porzingis inside. He's covered by Murray. Powell, no one around him. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
Pass to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Porter. Second chance shot. To the middle. Gordon kicks to Porter. Martin from outside. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his fifth rebound in this one. Doncic outside. The three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his seventh rebound here tonight. Now the pass to Porter. Murray for three. Denver with a new 14. Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Dallas.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Porzingis.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Doncic against Murray. Here's Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Deep two from Murray. And he overshot that one, missing. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean,
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And both teams tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
And the Clippers starting five. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's George. Pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. George with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Here's Zubats. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Doncic finds Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
The pass to Leonard. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Jackson against Doncic. And here's George for 3. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Guarded by Porzingis. Dishes to Jackson. He kicks to Leonard. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here's Porzingis. Takes it off the glass.
Porzingis showing some toughness that time, just cutting through contact.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jackson against Doncic. Pass to George. Uncovered. And he hits the jump shot.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's easy jam.
Leonard looking around. Leonard on the wing. Pass to George. Up and in on the layup.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Here's Jackson. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Here's Zubats. Tries again. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now, here's Doncic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside, George. Leonard against Powell. Jackson from long range. No good there. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Now here is Hardaway. Fires the 3. No good on that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Jackson. Kicks it to George. Here's the 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. The 3. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Feeds it to Jackson. The 3 from Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Kawhi confident in that shot there. Just gets the ball. He really didn't waste any time.
It's a tie game in Dallas. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway in the wing, along with Finney Smith. Big men on the floor, it's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. And George with the stuff.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Doncic with it. Leonard picks him up. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic for three. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Clippers in the lead. In the corner, George with it. Outside Leonard. And the pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Lets it fly from 18. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Quick rise and quick fire from the mid-range. This is automatic stuff from Kawhi Leonard.
Pass to Finney Smith. Now here's Powell. And here's Porzingis. Guarded by Jackson. Porzingis inside. Jackson on him. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis now playing with passion, engaged on the offensive glass.
Jackson passes to Zubac. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Back to Jackson. Outside for George. Off target from outside. The Mavericks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Passes to Doncic. Powell with it. Three-pointer on the way. Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
There's just too much size with Porzingis to stop him from doing that.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Hardaway. Pass to Finney Smith.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Bledsoe finds Kennard. Back to Bledsoe. To the inside. Man. The shot will not fall. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Bullock. Finished off the break. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's the pass to Kennard. Stolen by Brunson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Count that one.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The 15-footer goes back up. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Zubac.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Kleba, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
With 1 on the clock, the shot misses. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Time now.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for 1 season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Jackson kicks to Leonard. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Doncic. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Doncic has got his first 2 points.
Porzingis showing some passing ability that time. Instincts are there.
Jackson passes to George. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. There's Jackson with the 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks leading by 3. Over in the corner, Doncic. To the middle. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. George dishes to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Looking to end the run. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Doncic against Leonard. Out to Hardaway. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hardaway's got the lead up to 7 now for the man.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. From deep, George. On the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the third. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments. I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. Now, Kleba. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From deep. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Passes it to Bullock. Back to Brunson. To the wing right side. Bullock passes to Kleba. From deep three-point range. The shot off that time. Clippers trail by 8. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Sure. Pass to Leonard. Launches it. It's hauled in by Brown.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Kleba finds Brown. From deep. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. LA's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Leonard. And so it's Dallas. Holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Porzingis trying to get free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
Left side, Leonard. Back to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. That one's not going to go. And it's Dallas the other way.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. It's good from long range. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. To the left side wing. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Hardaway for 3. tries to save it. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Jackson against Doncic. Down low, here's Powell. Doncic trying to get open. Powell, that's good.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Jackson. Leonard kicks to George. Now the pass to Zubats. Clock at 4. Baseline jumper. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Outside Hardaway. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the Mavericks score.
In the mid-range, no longer a challenge for Doncic. He has rapidly become one of the best 3-level scorers in the game.
Ibaka against Powell. From 12 feet out. Another shot. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Ibaka.
And Serge right now surging on the interior, grabbing all of those rebounds and working hard to get them.
Powell, the pass to Porzingis.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Powell. Shoots over Leonard. The shot by Powell, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Outside Jackson. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. A 3 from Leonard. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The feed to Powell. Leonard with the steal. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Doncic looking it over. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Doncic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
Clippers substitution. Terrence Mann.
The 3 from Leonard. It's not going to go for him. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And now the Clippers on the break. Mann passes to Ibaka. The 3 from George. Ibaka outside. Lets it go with the 3. Off the mark.
Porzingis patrolling the floor, getting his arms up quickly to alter those shots.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here.
What's coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Monday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Wednesday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming to town. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, on the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at point.
Boy, when you think about Kawhi Leonard's career, one of the things that I'm always struck by is how he has been a model of efficiency. So smart when it comes to getting his shot and taking the right shots.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
George against Murray. Pass to Leonard. The three is up. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. You know, Doris, with Kawhi, the career numbers speak for themselves.
That's exactly right. A shade under 50% from the floor. In range to get to 40% from deep. No matter how you slice it, Kawhi is an efficient #1 option. 3 straight misses to begin the game. Not the start they were hoping for.
Jackson with it. Checked by Murray. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Boy, to think back in college, the three-point shot was a real struggle for Kawhi Leonard. Now it's become a strength.
Pass to Gordon. Takes a three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Jackson on the wing. Knocks it loose and stolen by Jokic. Porter, the pass to Barton. To the inside. Here's Gordon. Chalk up 2 there. Gordon's got 5 points.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
To the paint. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Back to Murray. Down low. All alone. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Another season underway for the NBA. Grant, was there an opening night that sticks out in your mind?
Well, for me, rookie year opening night is always special. Came out the gates 25, 10, and 5. Of course, 2004 was special, too, after not playing the entire previous year.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Murray with it. Jacks up a 3. That shot off. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Yes, it's good.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
The Nuggets trail. Barton outside. Pass to Murray. Back to Barton. They kick it out to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Barton, the pass to Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. George has the open look. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
And they double up Murray. And here's Porter outside. Drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And it's Jackson on the take. Zubac passes to Jackson. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Barton. George's shot is off.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And here's Jokic outside. They grab their own miss.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Defended by Gordon. Leonard outside. Drains the triple. Leonard's got 9.
To think this guy as a rookie wouldn't consider taking a shot. Now look at how deep that is. Wow.
The putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Here's George. And that's not going to go. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for the Clippers. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
On the floor for the Clippers, they've got Eric Bledsoe, Nicholas Batum out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Serge Ibaka, and it's Kennard in at the 2-guard spot. Morris can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. On the wing man. Pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Lets it go. Rebounded by Green. And for Denver, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Driving in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Bledsoe drawing the double team. No one covering. Mann's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
Morris against Bledsoe. Here's Rivers. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Kennard right side. On the wing, Bledsoe. To the middle. Ibaka, good. Ibaka's got his first basket.
Well, you like to see Serge Ibaka be assertive on the offensive end, particularly on the interior.
Morris against Bledsoe. On the attack, Morris. Here's Rivers. And that comes off the assist by Morris.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And Morris over to help. Bledsoe outside. On the wing man. Three-pointer. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Morris with it, and Ibaka picks him up defensively.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Ibaka. Pass to man. Puts it up from the high post. They get it back. They shoot again. Kicks it out to Kennard.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here's Bledsoe. Guarded by Morris. They get it again. Ibaka, good.
I have always loved the intensity with which Serge Ibaka plays, especially on the glass. He understands how to use his length.
Releases. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Rivers has got 5 points in the quarter. Kennard outside. There's the drive. And he buries his first look.
What assertive play by Luke Kennard in the painted area doing work.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Rivers. Back to Morris. Ibaka with a steal. Morris against Bledsoe. And here's Kennard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one. Bledsoe with the double team. Here's Rivers. Morris for three. Oh, Denver gets it back.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Kennard outside. Poke loose. Pass to man. Kennard outside. 4 on the clock. Baseline jumper. Another shot. It's deflected.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Bledsoe outside. Inside. Lets it fly. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And we're through. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 9.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Monte Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Jeff Green, and it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hands. Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Murray, no good. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. To the paint. Batum gets the bucket. And now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Murray against Bledsoe. Back to Murray. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's Murray. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Porter, the pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. Up top, Barton. 4-3. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Kennard with it. Checked by Murray. Nice shot by Kennard.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now. And you look at Serge Ibaka's defense. I mean, still solid overall. Not the rim protector, though, that he once was.
And it's the Clippers on the break. Pass to man. Kennard on the wing. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. And you know, Grant, with Ibaka on defense, for a while he was one of the best shot blockers in the league.
I mean, he still changes shots, just doesn't block them. He's also more disciplined on leaving his feet. I mean, he can still turn a few shots away every so often.
Barton's shot off the mark.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Barton finds Gordon. Off the mark, and the drought continues for Los Angeles. They've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's got 4 points in the quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Elbow shot. Murray's shot is good.
It presents all sorts of problems when Murray's mid-range game is working. It gets the D scrambling. They got to get a body on him everywhere he goes.
Pass to Batum. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Mann. The 3. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Pass to Jokic. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. The shot's good.
And it's really a sight to see. I mean, it's almost a set shot from Jokic. Always under control and accurate, especially inside the line.
Jackson against Murray. Gordon with a steal. And here's Jokic outside. The rebound by Jackson. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And the dunk by Leonard.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
To the inside, here's Murray. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Leonard for three. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Barton, the pass to Murray. Now here's Gordon, 14 feet away. And again, it's Denver converting.
Well, the rise and fire from Aaron Gordon in the mid-range. It's almost unguardable at this point.
Jackson finds Leonard. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution for your Nuggets.
Leonard, left side. Pass to George. Now Leonard from the arc. The three. No good on the shot. And so it's Los Angeles finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Wing shot on the way. Denver grabs the miss. On the wing, Rivers. George defending. Here's Rivers. Morris outside. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson outside. And the Nuggets shooting the ball at 48% so far. Here's Rivers. Off the mark there with a 3. The Clippers shooting 55% for the game so far. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Najee, good.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Jackson against Morris. Pass to Leonard. To the middle. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Leonard. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. The 3 is up. Tries again. And Zubac with the lay-in.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact. This time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Now here's Leonard. Tight defense on him. Lots of room. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Zubac. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Defensively, they've played with a high energy level tonight, and all the steals we've seen a result of that aggressiveness.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
There's Jackson with the 3. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, at a healthy 235, Marcus Morris is pretty good at throwing his weight around, especially on the glass.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Zubats comes with a double team. Here's Najee. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And Grant, you've been around the game in so many roles. As player, broadcaster, owner. Talk about how the game has grown and the opportunities for continued growth.
Well, we know how the game here in the U.S. has really gained prominence and is hugely successful and popular. And I also think that's happened over the years globally as well. But continuing to popularize the game in Africa, India, China, and elsewhere is exciting. There are so many new frontiers for this league to grow, and I'm excited that we're moving forward in that direction. Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Denver's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers.
It's one of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Leonard outside. Defended by Gordon. And he jams it home with authority.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Clippers.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And what a huge performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Zubats, 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Marcus Morris is a guy who is unafraid of a little contact. That's a nice play right there.
And he drops the first.
Marcus Morris Sr. at the line for 2.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth. On the wing, Porter over Leonard. Porter's shot is off. Now Los Angeles with it. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. George passes to Jackson. George with it. Barton covering. George, no good. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by George. Shot on the wing. No good.
And this is so encouraging. When Jokic hustles on the defensive end, it's a big help.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Definitely letting the play develop, DA. Thank you. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway on the wing along with Finney Smith. Big men on the floor, it's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for Denver, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. And it's Porter in at the three, the small forward. Here's Dallas.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Exactly. Two top teams in the conference. They want to continue that success this season as they look long-term towards playoff seeding.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics. But at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
Here's Hardaway. Michael Porter making his last shot. Back to Doncic. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Powell finds Hardaway. And the layup's good off the glass. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night. Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team. Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And here's Doncic after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. From deep three-point range, and again Denver with the triple.
If you're the defense, you've got to do better on Murray. I mean, even from way downtown, he's pretty accurate.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. And here's Porzingis. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
Taking a look at some stats for Doncic. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Here's Murray following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing.
Doncic is such a confident player. He knows he can fire off the catch whenever he wants to.
Murray dishes to Porter. Offensive rebound for Dallas. They've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Barton finds Jokic. Puts one up from 19. Mavericks with the rebound.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Porzingis passes to Powell. Off on the layup. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's Barton on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. Murray, no good. Jokic with the steal. From 18 feet away. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. To the paint, here's Powell. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And Powell doing a nice job using his length on these hard shots. I mean, excellent at powering through the contact.
Barton kicks to Porter, passes it to Murray. Now Porter, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. And here's Brunson. Back to Bullock from downtown. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's all tied in Denver. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, the forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And as you can see, he still wears Hardaway Jr. on the back of his jersey club, showing respect for the path his father laid.
And Kevin, how cool is that? You know, his dad, Tim Hardaway Sr., was an all-star point guard. And even if Jr. never makes an all-star game, he certainly is making his father proud. That's a real cool story, the Hardaways.
And it's Doncic missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Doncic. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Porzingis has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Finney Smith kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Over Rivers, and another basket for Dallas.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here is Morris. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the shot is good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Doncic. Fires the 3. Finney Smith. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Dallas leading by 5. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. The pass to Powell. Here's Finney Smith. Now here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And, you know, this is what Powell does best. Establishes himself deep inside and jams it home.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Dozier. Passes it to Rivers. Porzingis with the steal.
2 minutes.
Dishes it to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That's his first personal
They're
foul.
going to have a nice little run here.
At the line
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
1 shot.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And keep an eye on the 3-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's Dallas with it. Denver able to drain the 3. Powell down low from 13, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Powell. Powell's got 3 assists tonight.
It's really a challenge to keep Porzingis in check from mid-range. He's so tall and long, and he's got a great feel for the shot.
Najee, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
As a teenager, yeah, I said as a teenager, Doncic recorded 4 triple-doubles during his rookie season. Before Luka's 4, there had just been 1 triple-double by a teenager in the history of the league. That's special.
Now here's Powell. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Rivers. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Nuggets foul.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one drops.
At the line for the Mavericks.
All free throws good from Doncic. 6 seconds left to play in the first half. And here's Morris for 3. That shot misses. It's been all about Luke.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last outing. And Kenny.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the floor for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Brown. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Brown in at the 5 spot. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at, trying to balance things out.
Here's Murray. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
They get it back. Brown. Pass to Kleber. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Nuggets trail by 17. Gordon the pass to Murray. It's hauled in by Brown. Maverick shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
Pass to Brunson. Kleber with it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kleber's got his first 2 points of the night.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Scooped up. Jokic passes to Gordon. The second chance effort, unable to get that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Bullock kicks to Kleber. Porter against Brown. Clock at 6. Now here's Brown. Guarded closely. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
A moment now to see the numbers for Aaron Gordon. How he did last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, the scoring turns the tide.
The pass to Brunson. Over Murray. The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Murray with it. Picked up by Brown.
Sterling Brown. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Porter. And another miss by Denver.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The shot by Kleba, wide open. Another three for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Murray, good.
Murray has that spirit of, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Brunson against Murray. Brunson the pass to Bullock. Back to Brunson. It's tipped. Mavericks leading by 22. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Shoots the three. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Gordon. Oh, offensive interference.
Goaltending call.
The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And here's Bullock from the arc. The kick out to Brown. Launches a three. Barton with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Jokic with the steal. And Maxi Kleba is going to pick up the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Foul.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wide open look here for Murray. Sinks the triple. Murray's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nuggets.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Brunson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. From deep. Again, the miss by Murray. And so it's Dallas with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Good D, good ball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the point guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Brunson the pass to Kleba. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
Brunson kicks to Bullock to the middle. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Murray for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Passes to Kleba. Up top, Brown. Runs in the pass to Kleba. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
Pass to Jokic. Fires from the wing. And too long on the shot. And so Brown will bring it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 14. Here's Brunson. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Gordon finds Jokic. Shoots over Brown. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Brunson. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Brunson. To the inside. Brown, good.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
The pass to Barton. Back to Murray from past the arc. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Murray for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Pass to Brown. Back to Brunson. Shoots from the high post, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Inside. Here's Kleba. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Nuggets running out of time. Murray right side. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Dallas.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Down low, here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Jokic, no good. And here are the Mavericks now. 15-point game. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Hardaway for 3. That shot off the mark. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Misses. So we see. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Yeah, you got to be a triple threat at every position. And at the point guard, it just commands so much more attention. They're the initiators of the offense. There's so many guys who are tremendous scorers that can create opportunities themselves with the ball and do it from deep range. They can play off a pick and roll and manipulate the defenses. So it has been a golden era for point guards, and it's a new way in which they play, being able to shoot that three ball, Kevin.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Powell in at the 5. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Finney-Smith. And it's Paul George with the foul.
Paul George.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Pass to Hardaway. Rob. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Leonard has it in the corner. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Hardaway against George. Pass to Leonard. Driving in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Leonard's got 8 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Doncic against Jackson. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Doncic with it. Leonard's there, and Doncic gets it to go.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Jackson hits both of them.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Now here's Hardaway. It's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Leonard, that's for 2. Here's Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
Clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And both free throws good for Zubac. Here's Doncic. It's an 8-point differential. Outside Hardaway. Takes a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Clippers go the other way with it.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Jackson against Doncic. To the middle. Here's Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Now, here's George. No points in the game yet for him. Jackson down low. Guarded by Doncic. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Clippers leading by 6. Here's George. And George with this stuff.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And here's Doncic from the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 5 now.
And when he's knocking down the triple, pack it up. There's nothing you can take away from Luka.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Bledsoe against Doncic. Bledsoe outside. Ibaka with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. The shot's good from Kennard.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
Inside. It's Hardaway, that time on the assist by Doncic.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Bledsoe passes to Mann. 3 seconds left. Not enough on that one as it misses. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Clippers ahead, up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the center, locking down the middle.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
The pass to Man. Ibaka outside. Passes it to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. That 3 off the mark. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Here's Porzingis and misses it off the right side of the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Man passes to Bledsoe. Hits the three-point bomb. Bledsoe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here we are, opening night. Brent, do you have some special memories from an opening night you played in?
Man, I'm fired up, Kevin. Opening night. I hope you're excited. I know you are. I remember back in 1995. Oh, Lord, those many years ago. We had played against the Phoenix Suns, and they at the time had a player that said something during a free throw when the arena was completely quiet. Clippers against Suns. I can't repeat it in this broadcast, but at the commercial break, Kevin, I'll share it with you. But thank you for reminding me of it.
Porzingis with the block. Here's Doncic. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Man. Hardaway with the steal. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, one of the better shooters we've seen over 7 feet as Porzingis able to knock down a distant shot.
Pass to Man. Back to Bledsoe. Six on the shot clock. He kicks it to Ibaka. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Los Angeles with another miss.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Feeds it to Doncic. There's the pass to Powell. Out to Doncic. Got a piece of it. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Again, the Mavericks score. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Bledsoe with it. And here's Porzingis. To the paint. Here's Powell. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
In the corner, Kennard with it. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Batum passes to Man. Bledsoe outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. And they're on the break, and the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Substitution.
Bledsoe kicks to Ibaka. There's the three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even, and having been behind by as many as 8, they clawed their way back.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Clippers right now, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Passes it to Brunson. Unloads from 13. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Stolen by Brunson. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. For 3, Bullock. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George passes to Leonard. Outside Jackson, just 5 to shoot. Up again, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Back to Brunson. Wants to get it to Brown and does. To the inside. Nice move. And the rejection by Zubac. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Clippers trail by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard inside. Brown's there. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
And George with the stuff.
And Paul George had great position that time. An easy deuce.
Jackson against Brunson. Pass to Brown. Brunson scanning the floor. He dishes it to Bullock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Zubac. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And now just a 3-point Dallas lead. Brunson against Jackson. Bullock kicks to Brunson. And there's the pass to Brown. Now here's Kleber. For 3, Bullock. Offensive rebound. Brown the pass to Kleber. To end the cold streak. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
And checking out the numbers for Paul George. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 23 points per, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Bullock dishes to Brown. Passes it to Brunson. Down low. Here's Kleba. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Clippers trail by 5. Jackson looking it over. Pass to George. Here's Zubac. It's stolen by Brown. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Brunson has it in the corner. Back to Brown. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Jackson finds Zubac. George with the ball. Back to Zubac. 2 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Zubac has got 8.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks lead. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Hardaway on the wing along with Finney Smith. Porzingis is out there with Brown. And it's Doncic in at the point. Sinks that one from the post. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Doncic against Bledsoe. In the corner, Kennard with it. Ibaka, the pass to Bledsoe. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist from Ibaka.
Well, he might be 6'1", but Eric Bledsoe is fantastic with different kinds of finishes around the rim.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Batum with the steal. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Man. Clippers moving the ball around. Ibaka right side. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Out to Ibaka. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Utah Jazz. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. A shot by Batum, no good. Dallas leading by 4. To the middle, here's Porzingis, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. And that's 13 points for Porzingis.
Did it feel like Porzingis knew there was a defender there? Man, he just brushed him off.
Now Bledsoe in the corner, Kennard with it. Back to Bledsoe. Jacks up a 3. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Bledsoe has been shown and known to be a scorer in this league, but he will play unselfish. He made the right play there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Brown against Zubac. Brown kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. From deep. And the 3 ball is good. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside, George. Leonard on the wing. The 19-foot shot. And that one goes long. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Outside Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Doncic looking it over. Porzingis finds Doncic. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Smart pass from Porzingis, just a better shot available.
Jackson down low. Guarded by Doncic. George against Hardaway. George up top. 6 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. Shoots over Doncic. Jackson misses. Dallas leading by 8. Doncic outside. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. George looking over the floor. Over Doncic. And again, no good by the Clippers. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So we see the Mavericks.